Okay. If you're a Kugler, this one shot is most likely not your cup of tea, as it's although Yoongi is big when anything sexual happens. Also, reminder that everyone in this fic are legal and consenting
Little
adults.
Little fanfics hype piss me off. Like, no.
I'm a little short and stout. Here is my ball and a wiggle. Also, this took a really big turn that did not follow the prompt, and I'm both extremely sorry and extremely not sorry.
What happened?
In brackets, unedited. Okay. Jungkook sighed as he watched Yoongi run around their sofa while stripping for what felt like the billionth time. He'd already discarded his favorite stuffy Kumamon!
Don't bring Kumamon into this. He doesn't deserve this shit.
You're right. Before he even started to run, he stepped over Yoongi's pretty pink tutu that was laying in the floor and tried to sneak up on him while he stopped to try to unbutton the bottom of his red onesie. Unfortunately for Jungkook...
How many layers does this kid have? The fuck?
Many. Unfortunately for Jungkook, he noticed immediately and started running around again. But Daddy, Yoongi wants cookie icy.
Oh shit, did I not put in my makeup wipes? Oh no!
Pain and death. In its physical form. Yoongi giggled while his daddy tried to catch him. He filled his diaper almost 10 minutes ago and then promptly decided he needed his cookie dough ice cream before he got changed. Haha me.
Gross.
Deep down, his daddy knew he wasn't going to sit still long enough to let him change until he got what he wanted. So reluctantly, Jungkook gave Yoongi his ice cream, tried his absolute hardest not to smile at his little squeal of happiness, before telling him to quickly eat up so his bum didn't get sore. No pinworms for me, boys. The little just sighed, giggled, and clapped his hands when the bowl of ice cream was handed to him, and gave his daddy a big wet smooch on his lips before sitting on the floor and focusing on his yummy icy. It didn't take long for him to finish his ice cream and make a mess of his face and hands. Daddy change Yoongi now?
Oh my god.
Yoongi tugged on the bottom of Jungkook's shirt and made grabby hands at his caregiver. Jungkook took him to his...
I can't tell if, like, the caregivers are, like, also, like, in a relationship with them, or just, like,
I'm pretty
take
sure...
care of them occasionally, like...
I'm pretty sure they are in a relationship.
Well, that's disgusting, for one. For two, why would you actually want to...
Vomits?
Date someone like that?
Nasty. When you want to poop in a diaper all day?
Yeah, like, if, like, I was approached by a little and I didn't know they were a little... And then
opens legs, poop smell.
And like they told me, oh, by the way, I'm a little. I think I would automatically break up with them because I'm not. I've been taking care of children the entirety of my life. I don't want to take care of one more.
Jungkook took him to his changing station and cleaned him up as quickly as possible, making sure to powder his bum before securing a new diaper on his baby. That's usually how Yoongi and Jungkook spent their days.
Just changing diapers. That's how they spent their days. That sucks.
Yummy. Jungkook worked from home and paid for most of their bills so that Yoongi could stay little as much as he liked. But on the rare days that he was big, he produced songs from his small music studio in their apartment.
I shit my diaper. Yeah. I fucking...
Yeah.
I shit on my boyfriend's dick. Oh! Me?
I'm gonna cry. And Jungkook had to admit that he was thoroughly weak for his baby boy.
Oh,
There's
a difference between the daddy kink or whatever, and just little kink.
He could never punish Yoongi properly without feeling extremely guilty. Always took the best care of him, and he definitely couldn't say no to him. He also couldn't leave him alone when he was in little space since he didn't have the heart to punish him, which means wherever Jungkook went, Yoongi followed, including the bathroom. Usually it wasn't a problem. Yoongi would hold his daddy's hand and follow him to the bathroom while watching his favorite show, The Rugrats, on his tablet. Jungkook also made sure he had a bottle or one of his passies before they went to the bathroom because he takes an embarrassingly long time to poop. Sounds like me. But today, Jungkook didn't have time to make sure his baby had his things to keep him busy. The taquitos he picked up at the gas station weren't really agreeing with him, and he had to go. Now! Wow. He wasn't fully focusing on Yoongi for once as he picked his baby up with ease and led him to the bathroom. The little plopped down on the floor like he usually does, but this time he just looked around the room, confused. He quickly got bored of looking around when his eyes settled on his daddy as he sat on the toilet seat.
Watch someone while they shit? Yeah, relatable.
Daddy go poopy? He watched his daddy and all while gently playing with the fabric of his tutu.
Daddy go poopy?
Yes, darling, daddy's going poopy. Jungkook cooed as Yoongi brought his thumb to his mouth and started sucking, watching Jungkook with wide eyes. As Jungkook was done and pushed the handle to flush, Yoongi stood up and screamed, "Daddy, cool! Uni one try!"
Uni one try!
With his thumb still in his mouth, a tiny bit of drill rolled down his chin. Jungkook smiled back at his baby while washing his hands. "But I thought babies only use diapers?" he questioned a little, watching his thumb drop from his mouth and face start to pout. "Yoongi's big boy!" Yoongi stomped his foot a little at the amused smile on his daddy's face. All right. If you're such a big boy, we can start to potty train you tomorrow."
What is it ending?
No. I don't think it's close to done. Yoongi grinned and shouted a quick "thank you, Daddy" before giggling and running out of the room. The only thing Yoongi babbled about the rest of the day was about how he's going to be a big boy and use the big boy potty like his daddy. Jungkook couldn't...
does he, see Jungkook as, do they see them as, their actual fathers? Or, as a... I'm
pretty sure they do!
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself then, because that's just a little fucked up.
It is. Jungkook couldn't wipe the smile off his face. How is he so lucky to get you... This confirms it! To get such a cute boyfriend and baby boy.
I'm gonna kill myself. Anyways.
Does
this look like a good gradient?
My eyes are kill. Yeah?
Okay.
To Jungkook's surprise, Yoongi wanted to go to bed early that night. He'd even skipped his bedtime story because he was so excited to use the
bedtime story.
To use the big boy potty tomorrow. Although nothing could get the little to skip his nightly bottle of warm milk and cuddles with his daddy. Yoongi was the first one to wake up that morning, pouting slightly at the feeling of a soggy diaper because it meant he couldn't use the big boy potty until later. Yicky.
Icky, when you shit yourself in the middle of your sleep. Yeah, relatable.
However, it didn't stop him from jumping on his daddy's stomach and smooching his face until he woke up. "Morning, Daddy," he giggled before smooching Jungkook's lips. "Morning, sunshine. Are you still little?" Jungkook greeted with a groan, trying to get the sleep out of his eyes. Yoongi stayed silent, wanting his daddy to find out on his own. But unfortunately, after 3 years of Jungkook being his daddy out of the 4 years they've dated...
How did they date for 1 year without him finding out that he was a little or some shit?
Nasty. His daddy knew him too well.